Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something very exciting and something that I am very passionate about. And so let me just tell you what I'm doing. So friends, I am first off, I just like to say I'm so thankful for you guys being around my channel. If you guys are nosy and wondering why I have not, my subscribers aren't posted for you guys, it is because I just don't want my channel to be about that. And yeah, I just don't want my focus to be about the subscriptions. I want it to be about the relationships I have with you guys and all of us supporting each other. I think that's what is most important to me. Also, I want to thank you guys because in my analytics, about 88% of the people who watch my videos are my subscribers. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for truly your friendship and your support. It's crazy to me because I would think that it would be people who weren't subscribed to me, but it's actually all of you guys. So thank you guys so much. So I am very passionate about this community, and I'm also very passionate about just journeys in general, whether that's fitness journey, whether that's a financial journey, whether it's spiritual journey. So I had been working on this and did not know how to go about it. And then my friend Crystal, she just started her savings challenge. And I said, you know what, let's just go ahead and show this. But friends, all of these are free. So what you just have to do is just have to find the ones that you like on the subscription, click on the link, and then it'll bring you to the document. You download it to your device, and then you can print. So let's go ahead and show you what I have. The first one I have here is saving for vacation. This could be for anybody, and you just put each doodle how much money you have saved. It really depends on you. If you just want to put a question mark and just save, depending on how much money you have, that works as well. Or if you want it to be specific, like $15 is each, $20 is each, that's up to you. I did color in some of the doodles so you can kind of see what they look like. But yeah, this is more of a beachy, tropical theme, and this is, again, free. Next thing is something I'm very passionate about because I can completely relate, and these are some savings challenges. These savings challenges are going to be for low-income individuals or families and or people who have a lot of debt, and you want to save money, but you're like, how am I going to save money when I'm trying to put everything I have to debt? So let me show you what I have. Okay, the first one that I have is this emergency fund. And I always say, God willing, like I'll be able to do something, because I think just with COVID, I think that's like the prime example of how you think like so many things in your life like are important, or you think you have control over things, and we really don't, friends. So I put here, God willing, my first $100 towards emergency fund. I'm very passionate about this because where I come from, my financial journey, friends, $100 is a huge deal. That $100 for somebody who is barely getting by. I mean, about 4 years ago, I was the person who only had $10 for 2 people for a whole week. That was very stressful. That was very hard. We ate a lot of baked potatoes and a lot of salads. And I remember I would only eat a salad because my husband had to eat my potatoes, because like he was working like a hard labor job. So he was burning way more calories than me. So I have been there. I have been the person who drives with the gas tank light on, and you're just praying like, God, please just let me get to my job. Please just let me get to my job. And you get to your job, and then after you get out of your job, then you're like, please God, please just let me get to my house. Please let me get to my house. And you get to your house, your gas light is still on, and you're like, well, I need to get some groceries. And you're like, oh my gosh, I had to take my car now to Walmart to get groceries. Friends, I have been that person on the side of the road without any gas in my tank and have had to walk to Kroger or whatever's next to get a little bit of gas. Have you ever pulled up to the gas station and seen someone only has put like $2 and some change in their gas tank? That was me. I was that person. I was that person donating plasma to get $20 so I can do laundry. So this is like something I'm very, very passionate about, and I feel that $100 is a huge goal, and it's big, especially if you're in that situation where every dollar is literally going somewhere, right? So this is the $100. I feel if you are in a situation similar to what I'm talking about, this is huge, and I think that you can do it. There's not a time limit here, but I feel, it's not like a 30-day thing, or it's not like a 5-month thing, or a weekly thing. There's no time limit here because you don't know, right? When you're in that situation and you don't have extra money, and maybe you already maxed out all your credit cards like I have in the past, and now your income is going to your credit cards, but you can't, it's just a vicious cycle. So no time limit here, but at least we are thinking about saving, and $5, $10 can go a long way, even if it's just enough gas to get you to your job and back. So this is the first emergency fund savings challenge, and then I got the $350. The 100 one I think is huge. I think that's a huge goal. I think it's doable. But if you are in that tight situation, I do feel that, it might be overwhelming thinking about, like, I'm not sure if I can save $100, but there's no time limit. Do the best that you can. Then $350. I think this is probably like a huge goal, especially if you are low income or you don't have any extra money. But I thought, maybe you say $100, I need like a little bit more. I think I can do a little bit more. I think this would be a great next step, $350. I remember I had a TJ Maxx credit card that was $500. That was my max on it. I maxed that thing out. TJ Maxx, I maxed my TJ Maxx card out. I could not, friends, get that card paid off. It took me like 2 years to get that card paid off. So that's why I think $350 is such a big goal, but it is doable. But I didn't do 500. I think 500 would be too much. So I did the 100 and I did the $350. So gives you maybe a little bit more of a challenge, and maybe for you to be able to save up a little bit more money. But if I were Kat in the past, I definitely would start with this one. And then once I got to my $100, then I could start this one. And then when I had both of them, I'd almost be at 500. I'd be at 450. So yeah, so these are the savings challenges I have created. They are free, and they are more towards, they lean more towards low income or people who have a lot of debt, and you don't have, all your extra money is going to your debt, right? To pay cards. And then you're using your cards because you need to use your cards. And it's just a vicious cycle. It's just a vicious cycle. So we got our $100 and then our $350. And then we got our savings vacation. Now, friends, I just wanted to share with you guys a story. It's just short. So when I was in college and I was so broke and I had credit card debt, and my income was tiny at the time. I think it was like $300 a month, something along those lines. And I had 3 credit cards and they were all like maxed out. I started getting behind on my credit card payments, right? I grew up not knowing nothing about credit cards. And then I was introduced to credit cards when I was a freshman in college, or a sophomore in college, and I did not know how to manage it at all. So I ended up just like maxing out all these credit cards, and I had no money, and I couldn't do my payments on my card. on my cards because they started just like being too high, and I was only making like about $300, friends, a month, $350 a month. So imagine 3-4 credit cards, all of them, the minimum payments are like $50, and then once you miss a payment, then like the payment gets higher. It was just like it was so overwhelming. I started like selling stuff. I had to stop making payments on my credit cards because I needed to buy groceries, I needed to do laundry, I needed to, buy gas, I needed to do my side of the bills, pay my side of the bills, pay my car insurance. Like I was unable to do none of those things, friends. I was selling everything. I was selling my furniture, I was going to thrift stores selling clothes, I was donating plasma. I remember that I sold like all the things I could sell in my house besides like the mattress and the couch and our coffee table. And I even sold these like doormats. I was selling everything, friends. And I remember that when your life is a mess, like I was at that point where you're running around with your head cut off, basically, like a chicken with your head cut off. You are misplacing documents, you lose things, you lose your keys, you lose your wallet, you're just all over the place. That's where I was. And I remember I rushed with like a little bit of gas I had to the thrift store trying to get some money. And I don't remember what I needed it for. I think it was for laundry, or it was something. I think it was laundry, or maybe it was a bill. I don't remember. But I remember, what I do remember is my dog, one of my dogs, she was really tiny, and she was just getting into everything and teething and stuff. And I got the little bit of money that they gave me, but that time it was huge. So I don't remember if I left it on the counter and then I had to go somewhere, or I had to go to class, something along those lines, and I couldn't find a document that I needed for my class. So I must have dropped the money on the floor, and I was looking all over my apartment for, my class assignment, basically. And I remember coming back to the kitchen to get my keys and everything, because I had put my keys, I had probably put the money on the counter, and then my bag, and then when I put my bag down, the money probably fell off, something along those lines. And my apartment was also a mess. I remember coming back into the kitchen, and my dog, my puppy at the time, had gotten into the money, and she tore it apart. And I remember that day, oh my goodness, I was already overwhelmed, right? Because my life was just a mess. And I remember hysterically crying, like just having like a total meltdown, because the way that she tore up this money, like there was no way that I could tape it up again. And I think maybe it was for gas, because I think I didn't go anywhere after that. I think I just, just cried myself to sleep, like, basically. And I remember like the thing that I did was I just put all this money into my Bible. And like there's nothing else I could do about it, right? And I just put it into my Bible. And fast forward 5 years. Has it been 5 years already? Yeah, probably 5 years. Yes, 5. Yeah, 5 years. I was thinking about that, and I thought, how much money was it? I was thinking like, man, it was probably like $50. Maybe it was $20, right? Like, I'm like, wow, like, because I remember that day I was hysterically crying, friends, like hysterically crying, like my world was over. I have here today the Bible that I had and the money that I thought that I went out of my way to get, and that would have meant the world to me that day if I could put that money towards gas that day. So, friends, let's see how much it is, because this is just insane to me. Okay, here we go. Okay, here it is, friends. Are you seeing this? $5. $5, and I always keep this in here, and I just leave it in here, and I just keep that in here. $5. So $5 would have meant the world to me that day. Like, it was like a game changer for me that day. So if you're low income, or you think like you can't save or anything like that, I highly suggest you try. And I know you might say like, oh, I wish I could save more money. Just start slow. All these are free for you. And I'm just like really passionate about that, because I have been there, and for anybody to only save $5, you might say, only $5? Like, I spent that at Starbucks, right? That is a lot of money for some people, and for a lot of people actually. And yeah, I hope that you guys, if you guys are nervous about saving or starting to save, I hope you dip your toes into it. And comment below if you're going to start, because I'd love to support you. And again, all these are free, because for me, it's about the community, and nothing would make me happier than just watching you guys do something for yourselves that I know will be a game changer for you. But anyways, you guys, I have to go. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I have to film some other videos because I get paid tomorrow, but I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.